Brett Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Denver Nuggets. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. From the painted area, won't go down. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Will Barton. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Barton's shot, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. To Westbrook. And he hits.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Jokic. Jamal Murray against the former MVP. To Jokic. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Trying to cash in and scores. Nice move, Jay.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, defended by Steven Adams. They'll work it down to Millsap. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Westbrook with the basketball. They trail by 2. Paul George to Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Westbrook. Here comes the screen. Westbrook to Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Westbrook to George. Short jumper off the mark. Murray into the front court. They're down 3. To Millsap. Paul Millsap. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George to Schroeder. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Millsap. Paul Millsap, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Thunder with the basketball. Paul George to Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder to Paul George. Has a chance. Shot by George, misses. Thomas with the basketball. Leads one. To Millsap. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start. Deep three at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Nuggets with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Millsap to Jokic. A pass down low to Beasley. You've got to get that one to go. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Malik Beasley has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 69% at the line. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip.
Oh yeah, I like that.
George lets it fly. Paul George, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Millsap. Barton. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Match up, y'all. Give me stairs. He's coming. Give me stairs.
Nothing going here on that drive. George to the basket, but it won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Paul Millsap pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nuggets have the possession. Barton to Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here we go. My ball. My ball.
Screen coming.
Right.
George. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Oklahoma City Thunder, number 23.
Monte Morris against Schroeder.
Subbing in for Denver, number 24, Mason Plumlee.
Down low Plumlee. Had a chance, but it's no good. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken down by Jokic. Nuggets with the basketball to Jokic. Martin guarded by Terrence Ferguson to Jokic. A big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Schroeder. Ferguson. Screen coming. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
To Jokic. Down low Plumlee. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The Thunder will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Denver.
Westbrook. A pass stolen by the Nuggets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
The follow won't go either. Looking to take this all the way. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Murray with the basketball. Leads 5. Jokic. They get it down to Millsap. Paul Millsap. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Adams. Nothing going here on that drive. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Jamal Murray picked up by Adams. To Jokic. Millsap. Steven Adams snatching it out of the air. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. The shot by George won't go down. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Nuggets in front.
Thanks, Ed.
The Nuggets will start the second half with a decent lead.
And they've been showing off some excellent shooting. And it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets. The Thunder are down at halftime and in need of some momentum.
And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Denver Nuggets are ahead at the half, and a big reason has been their excellent rebounding. When you control the boards, you can control the game.
Player of the half.
Paul Millsap
Did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Murray into the front court. Up 5. To Millsap. And counted at the rim.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Jeremy Grant able to recover with the block. Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Murray with it. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. Jokic. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Jeremy Grant, a couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. Knocks down the first. gets both to drop at the line. Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Westbrook into the front court. Down 5.
Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
To George. And the rebound belongs to Denver. Nikola Jokic, picked up by Ferguson. To Millsap. He's looking for that touch.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Ferguson. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Paul George. Runner here won't go down. Martin into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. Whoa, what a finish.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Russ at the controls. To Paul George. Takes stock of the floor. George. Weighs his options. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Murray into the front court, up by 6. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Paul George to Westbrook. Short jumper off the mark. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Schroeder to George. Fires the 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. Millsap against Markieff Morris. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Shot clock violation. Isaiah Thomas, picked up by Schroeder. Knocked loose. Thunder have it. has a chance. Deep two there, won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the third quarter. The Nuggets with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Jokic is there for the rebound. Murray with the basketball. Up 6 to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic. And strokes it.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
OKC ball. Westbrook. To Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nikola Jokic against Westbrook. To Millsap. Jokic gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic. Short jumper misses. To Schroeder.
I got him. Here we go. Screw right.
George to Adams. Good look that time, but off the mark. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And a chance coming up at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes, you just gotta let them play, ref.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Millsap. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Schroeder to Paul George. Schroeder. To George. Screen coming. George. Oh, that's how it's done.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Millsap. Scores from the post. Schroeder with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Paul George. To Schroeder. Ferguson. 5 seconds to shoot. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
To Jokic. To Millsap. 5 on the shot clock. Jamal Murray. That one off the mark. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
Save 10% on all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 2, Raymond Felton.
Paul George. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. The Thunder will use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Today's ticket raffle. You have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
he drains it.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Has a look. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets.
Put one in the win column with a solid performance.
The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets. The Thunder
just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Oklahoma City Thunder
struggled for position throughout the whole game when shots went up and gave up too many rebounds.
Player of the game.
Paul Millsap really impressed me with the way he redirected shots. Watching him block shots was only slightly more fun than watching how his teammates were reacting to them. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.